It's going down like a rodeo. It's going down like I told you so. I hope you all here for the ride. Come inside, cause it's going down tonight. Only here for one night, no lies. Come and saddle up a ride.
Woo! Welcome to Red Flag Rodeo. This is Shar, your fearless rider.
And this is Christine, your wrangler.
Thank God. Well, welcome to episode, I guess you could call it 1.5.
Why? Why are we
The
calling
land
it
of 10,000 lakes.
with 10,000 fish picks?
Oh, yeah, at least. Why is it 1.5? Well, you know, we were supposed to go on our wild card and then rate Minnesota
That's right.
on this next episode. However, I decided to get a wild hair up my butt and download some new dating apps.
Which ones?
Well, you know, I was on Bumble and Facebook dating.
Yeah. Didn't you just go off Facebook?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Now,
Why do you want to go off Facebook?
I just went off because I thought I was on too many.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, so you added it, but you took off? Is
yes,
that what you're saying?
Yes, yeah.
How many?
I'm one of them.
How many is enough?
You just don't know.
Or not enough?
Well, we live in Minnesota, right? So I
Correct.
thought we should really have some good content, even though we have some personal stories that we could talk about as a Minnesota.
you have
man.
some personal stories you can talk about.
Yes, but I wanted to make sure we had a well-rounded dating experience for the people, right?
Yes.
And so I downloaded then, and I'm on Hinge now
Okay.
and Tinder for
Yes.
a very brief moment.
Why do you say brief moment?
Oh my gosh, you guys. I think those of you, if you know, Tinder is crazy. It is a, hook up, midnight rendezvous. I'm married. Let's never talk about this kind of situation.
What are you doing right now?
What are you doing
What are you
right now?
wearing?
What are you wearing? Yeah, and that was,
I'm 5 hours away. I'll be there.
send me some nudes, just
Wow.
all kinds
Oh
of
my
different
gosh.
things.
Yeah.
Right. So, anyway,
Well, you gave it a try, right?
I gave it a try. It was way too many emojis that I did not know what they meant. The eggplant, the water squirting, the mouth,
Oh,
it was
ew.
so gross. When you're Googling what this means, you're just like, okay. I mean, I'm just glad I didn't,
What's an
it's
eggplant?
it's a ween.
What? Who calls it that?
I don't know, but
Is that what they say an eggplant is? Or like when
it's like,
it's meant to be
it's
that?
a penis.
It's a penis.
It's a penis.
Did you guys
yes.
know that? Does everybody know that?
I mean, I do now, and I believe
So
other people know.
eggplant isn't just an eggplant.
No,
Okay.
it's not. It's not. Anyways, so, I got a lot of that, a lot of what are you doing right now? I would like you to be my little spoon. And then I had
a
some ones that
spoon?
were like, I would like to, I'm looking for an all-you-can-eat buffet. All you have to do is just sit there.
Didn't. No,
Yes,
they did not.
They did. And I mean, I was blushing over the phone. Like, I'm not used to this, sexting within 3 seconds.
Oh my
and then
God.
let's talk about, this is a public service announcement
Okay,
for
yep.
all of us users of these dating apps. So I had someone like me, and this is the very first person when I opened up the
On
app,
Tinder?
on Tinder.
Okay.
And so I didn't know which, is it still left, right? Like, is there an
I'm
X like
assuming
Hinge?
it's all the same.
It's pretty similar.
Okay.
And so I accidentally liked this guy back.
Could
Because,
you imagine if it was
I
opposite?
shot from
Sorry.
the,
But
I
if
know.
you swipe left, if you like, you know
Oh,
what I
I'm
mean?
sure it happens
They would
all the
never
time.
do that. They wouldn't confuse people.
But maybe, you never know.
Okay. Anyway.
So I accidentally liked this guy back.
How? Do you?
I swiped it the wrong way. I was like trying to go up,
So
but
you did swipe
Yeah,
the wrong
I
way.
did swipe the wrong way.
No.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
And so, not kidding you, I'm navigating this Tinder app, and I'm like, okay, how
Is
do
it
I
confusing?
unmatch? It's just different because they're all
Okay.
different, especially when I'm so new to them, and
Okay.
I'm now working on multiple platforms. So,
So give you a break.
yes, give me a little bit of a break.
Okay.
This is not for the faint-hearted. And so, anyways, before I could even figure out how to unmatch with this guy, I had a message. Good morning, hottie.
Oh,
Good afternoon, hottie.
no way.
Just nonstop. And you guys, we have to be aware because all they need to do to get your information, if you're out there, is match a picture of you. And if you
What?
have it on
Wait.
Facebook, yes.
What do you mean?
So if I use one of my pictures that's on Facebook or
Yes.
Insta or anything like that, they can take a Snapchat, put it in Google Image, and it will more than likely come up with I tried it on myself to see how
That's
this
freaking
individual
scary.
found me
That's
on
scary.
Facebook. Yes. So this guy, not only does he continue to send me messages, which I have never responded, I get a Facebook friend request and a Facebook message from
That's
him.
a stalker.
And it's all the same thing. Hey, sexy. Hey, hottie. Hey, baby. What are you doing right now? And I never responded. And I let this
Could
go
you
on.
imagine if you
No,
went?
I couldn't. That's scary.
Frightening. That's frightening.
So, anyway, warning. Yes. Just, daters beware. And so I did end up blocking that individual.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
And then I also took down my profile on Tinder. Not for me. you know.
Good idea.
However, Hinge,
Okay.
that turned up some really good profiles.
Awesome.
Not only did I get some likes, because I don't know, we haven't talked about this yet, but I get one date for about every 800 interactions
what?
that I have. Yes.
What?
Yes. So it's 800 likes whittled down to whoever I match
Equals
with
one date.
at one date. I just get one. That's
Could you
been
imagine?
the statistics.
Then how does a person meet someone?
I don't know, because they'll tell you on there, I don't want a pen pal.
Yeah.
If you're not
Yeah,
planning to
right.
really meet up, don't swipe on me. So then you swipe on them and they say nothing, or they say, what's your favorite color? How's the weather today? How was work today? And that's
Tell me
all
about
they
your
say.
Tell me about your ideal date, but don't
Yes.
ask you out. On one.
Exactly. Pretty much.
Or tell you about their ideal date, but don't ask you out on a
yes. Or they'll say something extravagant, like how beautiful you are, and they would love to take you to, a beach somewhere for a
Bullshit.
weekend.
Bullshit.
Then you never, so then you're like, all right, sounds good to me. Nothing.
Nothing.
Crickets.
Cricket.
Nada.
Squirrel.
The squirrel. And so, I'm just getting used to the fact that even if I get a like and I match with someone, chances are not only will I not have a date with them, but I probably won't hear from them either.
That's crazy.
I know. So anyways, I get Hinge downloaded and right away I have some really good profiles, some likes. I like them back. And it was two individuals that were right away, hey, let's go out on this
they
day.
have on their big
what
boy
do you want to
pants.
do?
Good for
Yes,
them.
I know.
Yay.
We just want to be pursued.
No kidding. Women like to be pursued. For
Yes.
those listening,
Yes.
women like to be wooed. Women like to be asked out. Women like to be bought a drink. Women
We do.
like all those old fashioned stuff.
It's not like I'm opposed
No.
to paying either. Like if we
No.
get down the road and, it's my turn and things like
Yeah.
that. But to start,
No.
I want to be pursued. I want to
Yeah.
be dated.
you
know,
want to
I-
be wooed after.
Yes.
Wooed.
Not mood.
Not moo.
Um,
Wooed.
So,
So did we ever explain this 1.5 thing?
oh yes. So
Did
now
we?
no, I don't know. But so what we're basically doing is we are going to these two dates now that I have set up for this week.
Oh, okay.
We are going to discuss those on our final Minnesota
Okay,
episode.
so originally we were going to conclude today.
We were
with
going to.
our Minnesota rating because
Yes.
we went on our wild card date, which we're going to share with you. Not today, sorry.
Right. We've got
But-
some more. But
but-
we will share
Yeah,
two dates that
she's
I've
going
had.
to share her 2 dates that she has gone on. Now she has 2 more dates lined up, right? This week.
Yes.
When are they?
They
hopefully.
are tomorrow and the next day.
Okay, she's going to share those on our next and final Minnesota episode, Land of 10,000
Red
Lakes.
flags.
Red flags. so today we're going to talk about those 2 dates.
Yes.
Then the next episode we're going to just finish off Minnesota and move on, but we felt we needed to give Minnesota this last opportunity to prove us right or wrong,
there you go.
I guess,
Yeah.
with these next 2 dates and sum up the whole state.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that sounds
So-
perfect. But
okay.
let's get into
Should we get into those dates?
date
Okay.
number 1.
Okay.
Um,
Well, how did this happen?
So this was a Bumble find.
Okay.
And it was again,
Who names these apps?
I don't know.
Bumble.
Bumble.
Does it stand for anything?
It should be stand for bumblefucked
What?
or
Oh.
fumble. Bumble is a fumble. I don't know, something. But
Hinge.
hinged, unhinged.
Yes. Yes. Tinder.
I don't
Ooh.
know. Tinder is a whole yeah,
Okay.
erotica hub thing over there. But
okay.
so date one, it was through Bumble. He liked me. I liked him back. He was not my type. He was good looking. However, he was just yes.
He's good looking, but he's not your type.
I mean,
okay, what's going on?
Looks wise, but he's a little shorter than what I would
Okay.
anticipate. He doesn't necessarily.
Does he come up to your chin, chest, what?
Eyes, nose.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So I was just. I went through his profile. He liked me, and I thought, you know, he sounds like a good time. He looks like a good time. He looks funny. He had some good banter on there, so I liked him back. He started messaging me back and forth. We were laughing, you know, through Messenger, and then it went to FaceTiming.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. So he put the initiative to kind of make sure that we were real because we were talking about getting together.
You're not fake.
That I'm not
AI?
fake or AI.
Okay.
Yes. I even get a lot of people who are like, are you going to sell me real estate or Bitcoin? I'm like, no, but I mean, I can try.
No kidding. If you're willing.
Right.
I got some property over here too.
Exactly. And so anyways, this gentleman and I, we FaceTimed, we had a great time. We set a date. We picked a mutual restaurant that we were both aware of. We lived, you know, within 20 minutes of each other. I show up at the restaurant and I'm always late. So
Yes,
I anticipated. Yes. I mean, I am. I'm going to be late to my own funeral. And he was not there yet.
Are you kidding?
No.
How late were you?
I was probably 10 minutes late, I would say.
Okay, and he's not there.
And he's still not there.
Oh my gosh, red flag.
So it was a red flag.
That is, Char. I don't know.
I
Okay,
know.
no, tell us.
Okay.
What else?
Well, you know, this was my first date in a really long time. So
Okay.
I didn't know how things work these days.
Yeah.
So I go and
You
I
don't
sit
show
up
up
at the
late.
bar. Right.
I know that.
I know.
Okay.
And so I go and sit up at the bar and I'm talking to the bartender and he's the waiter and the bartender. And he's like, oh, giving me crap because I'm probably going to be stood up. And so I finally get a text message from the guy I'm supposed to be on a date with just saying he is going to be late. Work went a little later than anticipated and he's still got to run home and change.
Oh no.
I know. I'm sitting there.
No, I would leave.
You know, this is when I know right?
I would have left.
No, not me, not this one.
Why?
Because I didn't have the Wrangler. I don't know. I just I
Hence,
do not know.
The Wrangler.
And anyways, so I get another text about.
I'm rolling my eyes so hard right now that I can see my own ass.
She really is. I almost want to stop talking about this date because she's like, I can't even hear anymore.
No, you're done, girl. You're done.
So he ends up texting me, I'd say about 10 minutes after that and says he's going to be another 10 to 15 minutes. Could I order him, ... So he gives me his drink and an appetizer to order.
Are you an appetizer? Has he frequent this joint or?
Yes.
You both do?
We both have been there.
Okay.
And anyway, so there was a table that I was waiting for to open up and it just happened to open up. So the waiter brings me over there and in walks this individual. I recognized him from his profile and he comes over to me strutting, very flamboyant, kind of a lot of hand gestures. And he's like, hey girl, so sorry I'm late. He's talking about his day and he's like, I got to go potty, and then so he goes to the bathroom and
I would have got up.
Yeah.
Another red flag. Sorry.
There were so many. There were so many.
No.
And to make, matters worse, I, of course, went and bought a new outfit, did my hair, got my nails done. It was the whole 9 yards. What girls do.
Mm-hmm.
And he paid more attention to our waiter than he did to me.
Girl. Oh,
and he was very attractive. I'm not going to lie. I know. It was nuts. But, trying to get eye contact with the waiter.
Raining red flags.
He shushes me while the waiter comes up so he can grab his attention and compliments the waiter's shoes.
But not yours.
It has yet to say anything, about the get up that I had on. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I had more interaction and flirtation from the bartender than I did from the date. Anyways,
What's that saying? If it's a spade, call it a spade.
If it's a spade, call it a spade.
Is that a saying?
It's a saying. Well,
Okay.
it will be now.
Okay.
And I mean, honestly, the date ended. We got up, walked out to my car. He gave me a side hug. I don't even think I got out of the parking lot, and he had sent me a text message that said, you know, I think we're better off as friends, which clearly. The writing was all over the wall.
Did either one of you get the phone number of the bartender?
I know I didn't. I didn't. He frequented that place, so maybe.
Okay.
But what's funny about the whole story though
Yeah.
is he and I are friends.
Well,
You know,
that's
I mean,
awesome.
we got a friendship out of the deal. He even actually tried to circle back around and date again, which I don't understand what that was about
That's a little
because
confusing.
the whole situation was
It's
confusing. But needless to say, it was, you know, not the best first date I've ever had. So I just thought, you know, let's keep trucking.
Maybe not the worst.
Not the worst first date. No, we
Okay.
got lots more material to roll out. But
let's go to the next date.
so let's go to date number 2.
Minnesota.
Again, Bumble. I
Bumble.
think that was the
Well, you
only
weren't on
one.
Hinge
I
yet.
wasn't on.
Okay.
No,
So you thought Bumble was the
I thought
place
Bumble
to be.
was the place to be.
Word out
Word
there?
of mouth.
Okay.
The word out there. Plus, then you look at the ratings and you
Oh.
see which ones are used most often in your age group, and you know.
Okay.
So that seemed to be the most recommended one. And so this guy again likes me on Bumble. I like him back. He was tall, dark. He is my type.
Okay.
Everything about him is my type, and his profile is very, very funny.
We like a man with
we
a sense of humor.
Love it. You guys,
I
it's
do.
so
I
attractive
do.
and sexy when a guy can make you laugh. There's nothing like it.
What's it when a woman makes somebody laugh?
I don't know. I think
I'm just curious.
right. This is when we have
Just my own
listeners
thoughts,
and
my
they
own
call
thoughts.
in.
Okay.
And we get that
Yep.
the tea on that.
Okay.
So he actually sends me a message calling me one of the most beautiful women that he's ever seen, and he would like my number to take me out.
Love bomb.
I know.
He had love bomb. I mean, yes, you are beautiful.
And
Okay.
and she
Most
doesn't
beautiful-
and she doesn't even know the whole thing yet.
No,
All right.
okay.
So anyways,
I just call what I see or hear.
I know that's why you're needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I give him my number. He calls me right away. And I didn't think that was a red flag. Some people might, but I didn't.
No, you
so
thought, oh, he is
he is pursuing.
He's pursuing.
wooing, right?
Yes,
he's chasing.
Yes.
And
He's taking charge.
he's taking charge.
like that too.
I love a man who knows what he wants.
Yes.
And goes for it, no matter what
no
the
staring
outcome.
in the back corner
No,
from afar.
nothing like, oh, I would nothing. Just
drooling.
just
drool
I
kind
see that,
of.
I want that. I'm on here for a reason, right?
Right.
And
That is the purpose of dating apps.
One
You
think.
would think. Anyway.
So I pick up the phone and I hear, "Hey, Shar, how are you?" And it was this deep, just masculine, almost toxic, you know, just like, oh my God, but in the hottest way. So I immediately was intrigued. We talked on the phone for 3.5 hours.
Are you kidding me?
No, it was so funny. We talked about our kids, we didn't give too much information, but
Yeah.
what it was like being a parent, a single parent, and what work
Hobbies,
was like, hobbies. I'm not going to go into too much detail because
Okay.
these dates, disclaimer, guys, these dates are all from my own personal perception and experience. Names, dates, things like that have been changed. So I do not call any one of you F-boys out, but
They're not all
that's to
Are
be
they?
that's to be determined.
That is true.
So I mean, we just had such a great conversation and the banter was good, but as
So
far as
then-
hobbies went, yes,
Okay.
they were very similar.
Okay.
And so he immediately date, time, place. Again, it was picked. We met halfway point. We lived a little farther than 20 minutes. I think it was like 40 minutes or something. So we
Perfect.
meet.
Yes.
We sit down. You know,
Is
he was on
all
time.
He is?
Yes.
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 And he is. No
And
disappointment.
The smell.
Ooh, we never talk about
We never talk about the
smells.
smell, but
Oh,
now,
that's
I'm kind of,
important.
as I'm talking about it, I'm reliving it.
Okay.
Like,
No, she's getting red
Anyways,
and sweaty.
so the smell.
Do you need a glass of water?
It was just like, I can't even explain it. Just like
Wow.
hardworking man with aftershave.
Okay, that's
I
your
mean,
thing.
it is.
That's your thing.
It's my thing, but I can't. It's just, but I don't know. Anyways, so it was going great. We had just sat down. We had only gotten our water, ordered our drinks, and before I knew it, I was being told I have 6 kids.
What?
All are very young. I'm going
What?
through a divorce, and I live at home with my mom.
Oh my.
Yes.
Oh, that's a shit show.
It was a shit
It's a
show.
red flag shit
And-
show. Rodeo.
So, but it gets better, right?
Okay, tell me how that
so
gets better.
I'm listening to him talk about his
People have
experiences.
their
Everybody
issues.
goes through shit, right?
I
I'm like,
know,
oh wow.
I
But this
know.
was definitely something I knew I, in my hot mess express self, could not take on. Right? I'm not. I just, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot to dump on me. I hadn't even had
Yeah,
my
but
margarita
drink.
yet.
Oh my God. You need a shot of tequila.
I was about
You
ready
need
to
2
say,
shots
bring the
of
whole bottle. You know, I'll get a DD or an Uber. This is just too
No
much for
kidding.
me. And so, you know, I kind of try to make light about it and ask, how is it living with your mom? You know,
Yeah.
she do your laundry and, you know,
Oh
cook your meals and stuff.
God.
And he says, well, to be honest, it's only been 2 weeks since I've been living here because I lived with my girlfriend for a few months and that didn't work out. So now I'm back at home living with my mom.
You got to be kidding.
So the guy's going through divorce and has
Moved
already
in with
moved
a
in and out
girlfriend.
with his 5 children who he has.
Did you say 6?
6. Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
6 kids.
Did he lose one along the way between houses?
He might have. I lost count. I lost stories. Okay. Anyways, so he was a big walking red fillet.
Yeah, I would say that.
How that ended was I really didn't know what to say after that. I tried to keep it light, you know.
What did you do? Do you have dinner?
We did.
Like, do you
we
drink
had
and
dinner.
have dinner?
I drank.
And then what do you talk about?
I
his
just
5, 6
honestly, I
children,
sat
the
there
one he lost on
like
the way
a-
between houses.
like a
And-
therapist.
Oh no!
I just was like
Oh,
sitting there
no.
eating, listening to all of these issues, and I'm thinking, oh man, I just need another drink, or what, you know, when can this wrap up? But I think, you know, if you know me, that my
I
facial
do.
expressions it's hard to hide what I'm thinking. So I do think he noticed that I was getting lost in translation
Okay.
somewhere. But he did try to, you know, bring it back to what are you doing tomorrow?
Oh,
What are
no.
you doing next
Okay.
weekend? Do you want to go do this? Started talking about even bringing the kids into
did you say
the
you
mix.
you're busy?
That's all I said. I
next
honestly
3
don't
months?
even think I gave an answer. I just said I think I have to look at my
Oh,
calendar. I'll have to
okay.
look at my calendar. I didn't want to
Okay.
hurt anybody's feelings.
No, nice guy, but not
Nice
what
guy.
You need to.
Nice guy. Anyways, so I ran out of that arena as fast as I
So
could.
what happened with that date?
So he did contact me several times, wanting repeat dates.
And what do you do?
You know, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The guy has persistence.
Yeah, and what do you say? Do you
I
tell
have
him
flat
why?
out
Did
said,
you
yeah,
have?
yes, I have flat out said to him, I am not interested for
Yeah,
reasons, you know.
And he keeps.
And he, yeah,
calling
yes,
and asking.
he does.
Well,
he
gotta
does.
give him some credit for
I mean,
that.
I must have left one hell of an
Oh
impression.
yeah,
but-
I'm sure.
Sure, it has nothing to do with you know he's a walking red flag, but yeah. So that was my experience on that particular event.
This is why we call it Red Flag Rodeo, folks.
Yes, it is.
So we're gonna wrap this up. Like we said, we went through her 2 dates. She has 2 more, so we have to talk about those on our next episode. We are going to tell you about our wild card date.
Yes.
Remember that I went out with her in the wild, in the wild west, out at a bar, and we'll let you know how that went.
We will.
Then we're gonna finally rate Minnesota with our red flag scale and let them know where we're going next.
Yes.
How's that sound?
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I hope you're all excited. So I want to leave us with this.
She's gotta pray over me before every date. All
I
right.
do. And all of you out there in that
Yes.
wild world of dating, Here's to the riders out there holding on tight through the wild ride of love and dating. This one's for you. May your saddle never slip. May your cinch never break. May your horse never stumble, and may you never be thrown. Here's to long rides, strong hearts, and the courage to climb back on.
Amen.
And this is Red Flag Rodeo.